Oh, can we talk about this right here? This, please? Why? 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 So if you have not seen yet, Sony has decided to change the face of Peter Parker in the remastered version of Spider-Man from the PS4 over to the PS5. I mean, even going so far as I get from what I was reading, doing basically reshooting the whole game again, but with his face on it. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. Maybe they just added his face in later on. It was probably a lot easier than maybe what I'm talking about. I'm just stating that there were certain articles that were stating that when they had recorded the video again, when they had to redo the game again, they had to get him to do certain scenes, so they had to redo the scenes. I'm so sorry, I had to make that music change. I don't know why the music changed on me. But either way, if you haven't seen, like I had stated, there is a new facial design to Peter Parker in the PS5 Spider-Man Remastered. Ben Jordan has replaced John, and I do apologize if I mispronounce his name, Bub Nyack. I'm sorry, I could never pronounce his last name for the life of me since I started playing this game. At least the facial. Now the voice actor is staying the same, but this is just a facial change. Now a lot of people have been talking about this specific change because, as you can tell, there is a big facial reconstruction. They look nothing alike. A lot of people are stating that the new face looks more of a generic Tom Holland. You know, I'm not really concerned about, you know, it bothers me more than it should. And the reason why is because the face of Peter Parker for the Spider-Man PS4, whatever you want to call it, PS4 game that started this whole thing is John. I mean, he is the face of Peter Parker. I mean, he did a fantastic job at creating the facial emotional just bringing the character to life. He did such an amazing job. Aside from the voice acting, he made you know, when he was upset, you can tell that he was upset. When he was sad, you can tell that he was sad. Man, the scene where he had to show the emotion of, spoiler alert, Aunt May dying at the end of it, you can see the emotion coming from him. I mean, he's our Peter Parker. I mean, for you to make such a big change thinking that people aren't going to be upset about this, I'm upset about it. I have, you know, I've never played a game so much. I've never replayed a game so much. All my save files are stacked up on that game. I played the DLC, I don't know how many times. Like, I completed that game 100%. And for this type of change, I don't get it. Why? Why? There has been no, as far as from what I've been looking at, there has been no official statement why they had changed what Peter Parker looks like now. The only statement that has been out is that they wanted to take advantage of the PS5's hardware. But even at that doesn't make any sense to me. So you're basically telling me that the Peter Parker face that we already had already could not be used at all for the next gen graphics? Like, I think it would have been fine. Another problem that I have with this is that Miles Morales looks significantly older than this new see, I was about to say Tom Holland. Than this new Peter Parker facial construction. This actor. Miles Morales looks way older than him now. I don't know how they're gonna pull it off. I really don't. I'm not 100% on board with it because, again, I had my Peter Parker. And it's not going to look right considering it's the same voice actor on top of all that. You know, this character, this original Peter Parker design, character design, just, it grew. There was so much praise around it, and he felt like Peter Parker. It felt like he was meant for the game. And for you to just completely change it, do a 360 on his design, I just don't feel like it was the right thing to do. I mean, people are still gonna play it, but I'm not 100% on board with this. I need a real reason why they had made the change, and I need, as a fan of this game, as a super fan of this game, I mean, I've told everybody before, you know, if you haven't played it, I mean, what's stopping you from playing it? It's almost like The Last of Us. I don't know how many times I have to mention The Last of Us, but if you haven't played The Last of Us, play The Last of Us. But if you haven't played Spider-Man PS4, you know, it's a big deal. It's definitely a big deal. You know, this game kind of brought back, in my opinion, had brought back the old school, you know, as you play through, you unlock not achievements, but you unlock, you know, I'm trying to find the word. You go around and you achieve Easter eggs, you achieve suits, you achieve, it's all in game. You know, there wasn't a lot of DLC, like as far as microtransactions. Like, don't get me wrong, there was DLC that you had to purchase for extra storyline, which was fantastic, by the way. But as far as all the suits, as far as I can remember, the suits that came in later on were all free. The only thing that you had to do was play to unlock, and I miss that type of gaming. I miss playing through a game and oh, you beat it on hard and you unlock so and so, or you unlock an extra feature, you unlock ultra hard mode, or whatever that may be. Like, playing to achieve something, that's what I've always believed in. And that's, you know, playing Spider-Man PS4 was one of those games when it originally came out that no other game was doing. You know, you had to play, you either had to pay to play microtransactions out the ass, or skins, or Devil May Cry 5. Devil May Cry 5 was a fantastic game, but if you wanted attachments for Nero's arm, you had to pay if you couldn't do it. There's also a specific taunt, a very special taunt. It's been a while since I played the game. Maybe it was 1,000,000 red orbs. A lot of people just didn't want to do the work. You could, it would take a while, but they didn't want to do the work, so they suckered you into paying for red orbs until you got to the 1,000,000 or 1,000,000 right off the bat. I can't remember, it's been so long. What I'm trying to say is that this game pushed you to continuously play more and more and more to unlock every single thing in this game, which means every time you turned on the game, you saw Peter Parker's face, you saw John's face, and I don't think I'm gonna get the same enjoyment out of it when I play it through again, seeing a completely different face. And not only that, this Peter Parker looks like he's still in high school. He's not in high school, he's in college. And then not only that, he's supposed to look older than Miles Morales. I mean, you've seen the Spider-Verse. You know, Miles Morales is significantly younger than the Peter Parker that's in that movie. But even at that, in this game, they're about the same height in this game. But now Miles Morales looks way older than the Peter Parker. So I don't know. I'm kind of rambling on, going back to the same thing they can say all they want. This isn't going to be for visual upgrades, to utilize the visual upgrades for the PS5. I think that's a load of BS, 100%. I think they wanted to go more of a... I think they might be adding this character into the Square Enix's Avengers game. Maybe that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to just recast it because maybe they didn't feel that John was more of an appeal to the audience, but he did fantastic. I mean, the game was absolutely successful. But either way, I before I continue to ramble on, I just, some of this is just doesn't, one, it doesn't make sense. Two, I think the statement is BS. And three, if you have plans to make a major change like this, give us a legitimate reason why. Don't just drop this on us because you feel that it's a good idea. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And of course, I do stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And you can check me out on Twitch and Twitter at Deltron_210. All the links are down below. I love y'all. Y'all be safe. Let me know what you think about this change, because I don't know. I'm gonna buy it. You know, I think when you buy the Miles Morales game, you get this game automatically. So either way, I'm gonna get it when I get the PS5. I'm just not 100% on board. I don't know what they're doing. Let me know. Peace out.